Hi everyone and welcome to my craft room. It's Jeanette and we've got day 43, I think it is, of the 100-day project. I have no idea what we're going to do, but we're going to do something, obviously. Now, I've been humming and hawing for the last 3 hours. And I've found all these little bits and pieces that there's wallpaper, there's paper, there's bits of ephemera, more wallpaper. And then I found this that I'd folded. And I think this came from Bonnie and Clyde. I'm going to cover that to make a little folder. That's number one. There's some more wallpaper. There's another little that came with the same thing, I think. Then this was gifted as a happy mail, and I'm sorry I can't remember who it was. And there's so much beautiful bits and pieces in here that I've got to use up. I could make a folder like this to keep some of the other stuff in, couldn't I? And then on the back there's another beautiful little pocket here, and here's all beautiful ephemera. These remind me of the ships that used to come in here to Wallaroo back when my dad was a boy. So yeah, so I've got all that. I won't spend time walking through it. So that's, I've got a little bin here, so it's all going to go in the bin. And then I found this that's got, I didn't think the other day when we were doing the faux postcards we could have stuck one of these onto the back. So if you've got a printable, you stick that onto the back and then just make your fronts up. There's little bits of paper. There's something that I did my gessoing onto. Paper bags, book page, music paper, more little envelopes and things, some green paper. So that's going into the box. And my plan is to make something and use it all up. I dragged out, I bought all this stuff from Nikki, I can never say her surname, but Musings by Nikki is her Etsy shop. So that's going in there. They're all birds, butterflies, mushrooms, entomology, forest, like strips, and I put them onto sticky paper. This is one of her kits that's called The Naturalist. And I thought I'll do something. I've got everything cut out and I've just put it in the cupboard, in the filing cabinet. So I've got to use that. And then I found, that was something that was some cardstock. Oh, I was going to do something with this, and that makes beautiful. So we'll keep that. You never know, we might get there. I found this little booklet that I made, and I can't remember if I have shown this one before. So it just flips out. So I'll go back and see if I have done that. There's another envelope. And there's another pocket that and another. This might tell me. No, I thought it might tell me who. No, but that's all, a whole load of more ephemera that was gifted. And I'll probably thank whoever gave it to me, and that's one of my little stampings from yesterday. So we might get tidy, because I've been having to tidy up here, and I've got these in a little folder, so we'll keep those, and they're handy if I want those. And and then I pulled out Nick the Booksmith. I knew there was a whole load of stuff that I hadn't used of hers, and these are verbiage, they're words, there's quotes. These are novel quotes by Nick herself. The sequence of events was this. There was a short silence, you know, just poetic phrases. And then these are her washi tapes. Some, oh look at that, we've got Tracy in there too. So we might just pop Tracy into the box as well. And I'll do it so that I can, when we use it, I'll make sure that it's Tracy that I say they're her little butterflies. And I've printed those onto a craft colour, excuse me, sticky paper. I love doing that, and I've done the same on with these, the definitions. These are journal, bookworm, library, dictionary definitions. What's this one? Poism, Edgar Allan Poe, book plates, more words, definitions, quotes. Some I've used, some I haven't. So I'll put that back there for that. So what I thought I might do to start with is cover up these. Yesterday I tidied up a bit and got that box that I just, or this, cleaned it out, nothing left except those. And I used all the tiny little pieces and collaged. Now let me just check where I am and how I've got to, if I stay on there, I should be pretty right. Yep, okay. So I just collaged, and then it was time to go inside and the day was over. And then I just put plain book page on the back. So I'll probably use some of those as tags or whatever. So I thought I would, oh, and another thing I found was this little book, and it's using paper bags, and you make them like that and put them together. Rachel did a video on it, and they are just a bit cute, something different to go into your I just did it with a little, I think this part in here is from Tracy Fox, so little bits to go in. So I thought, well, I'll pop that in there for a bit of inspiration. I might be able to do something like that, even that one or the whole bit. Yeah, it was that was fun. I followed along with Rachel doing that. Back to the task at hand. Okay, I think I will use some of those papers of Nikki's. So I'll grab those out, and there was, yep, okay. And I think they're roughly the right size. Yeah. Now, before I start, I'm going to stop and just go and gesso this, just to dull it down and make it easier for things to stick. So say boring you with it, I'm just going to use a clear gesso paste. So I shall be back after I've done that. Okay, all back again, all done. I've got it all nice, the shine's gone off it, and it's all dry. So I need to pop something on the inside, and where did I just saw? Perhaps I'll pop something like that in there. And this can just be like a folder to pop the ephemera in. To start with, I have printed this on 120 GSM, so it's a presentation paper, so it's quite sturdy. And I must get up a bit higher. This is just absolutely beautiful. I love this kit, and I kept looking at it and looking at it and thinking, what am I going to do? And I didn't want to do anything too... Now the only thing here is that that's going to cover up the words. But you can perhaps make that a flip out one, so that it, instead of being stuck down, it can flip. Okay, let's do it. And I think I'll sew it on once I've done the front as well. So I won't put a lot of glue. I'll just put it in the centre there, but not quite around the edge. As luck have it, it's about the same size too. That's dry. I do not like that glue. Did I get another one out? Just a second, I've got one here. It's quite sticky, but it just does not. Now that was just a fraction, wasn't it? Perhaps we need to cut that off just a smidge. Just a hair. A bee's whisker. Ooh, bit of rain happening. It has just pruned my bay tree. And I just hate seeing all those bay leaves going out. I've dried some, but it grows so fast that you just can't keep up with all the leaves on it. I'll just pop a little skip around the edge so that I can stick it down and now I've taken too much off. That would be, wouldn't it? Oh, well, bad luck. It's for me to keep my bits and pieces in. Okay, now I need to do something on the front. Which one will I use? Which one will I use? They are all so nice, aren't they? It's so pretty. The thing is, you don't have to do anything to them, do you? Oh, I think so far. Ooh. Ooh, Orange is my favourite colour. Okay. So this is probably a little bit boring. It's only covering. I really should perhaps have covered it and then started titivating a bit. But all the process, I guess, all the process. Now, I'm just going to fold that in half. So that I can get that spine bit down the back of the folder. My husband actually said to me yesterday, "What are you going to do with all this stuff?" And I just shrugged my shoulders. Now, we've got that little bit there. That part doesn't look too bad. It's got the same colourings, hasn't it? But I don't like the blue. So, we need something first then to go over these. What I'm thinking of doing is cutting it down the middle, having half on one and half on the other. And I'm just thinking about what's going to go in under the front piece. I've just seen a cute little ladybug. That's what we call our little granddaughter, little Greta bug. So we'll put little Greta bug on there. Her daddy's just done a fairy garden, fixed it all up for him. And it's got little ladybirds. Her other nana bought these like beautiful little ladybirds in tin, and they're climbing up the tree, and then there's a little fairy garden underneath it. And, oh, it's going to be so sweet. Pretty she's only 6 months old and really doesn't know what's happening, but she will once she keeps going out and watching it. She'll see all the bulbs growing, the flowers growing, and her Auntie Jo's got some violets, and I said to the kids yesterday, fairies always sit around violets, so you've got to have some violets. So, and Jo said, "Yep, plenty here, just come and grab them." So that'll be cool. Okay, so we might, I don't think that is going to go around. No. Washi tape. Washi tape. I've got some beautiful green washi tape. So what I might do is, now that's not going to stick, so we'll need to use this one. This to the top. I could put it over the top, couldn't I? But I think I'll put it underneath. This is I think I got it, it's either eBay or AliExpress, and I cannot find it again. So I'm going to have to really have a big look, because it's just, it just goes with everything. It's one of those, you go for it and... Okay, so I'll do that. This is what happens when you have the folder or the piece of paper that you want to cover, and you then try to put something onto it that you haven't really measured, and so you've got to improvise. But it's part of the challenge, I think. So just snip, because that's just that little bit longer there. Now we got it. Okay. Oh, that was hard, wasn't it? Okay, so now we'll do some on this side. Although I didn't mind that. No, I think I'll leave that pink. Yeah, that's better. And I don't mind that at all there. So we'll leave that. Now I'm just wondering. Just butt it up. Now I can trim that part. Yep. Okay. So we'll just pop this one on. And while I was looking through those papers, there's one there that looks a bit like a clipboard, and I thought perhaps I could flip that up from here, flip it out. So I might have a look at that. So this would be nice. Actually, this would be a nice little folder to put some ephemera in to, you know, give to somebody as a happy mail. If you're selling ephemera on Etsy, you could, you know, make little folders to pop the ephemera into to sell, and it could still be a very useful little booklet as well. So, okay. Stitching that, so that's fine. Oh, that does look pretty. And a bit of ink down the side there. I'll ink it properly off camera, but that's just to cover those little white bits. Yeah, so that's going to look pretty. And then I'll line the inside with tea stain paper, I think. Yep. Okay, so now we'll pop this one on. Yes, that's good. This could even be a journal cover, really, couldn't it? You just to put your, you know, just put a few little pages in there to have a little journal, and, you know, don't decorate. Just have it there to write in and decorate, you know, as you're journaling. I've actually got, I did it before the pandemic started, and I've got a whole load of blank journals. I put all the pages together, and then I've got a whole load of ephemera to go with them that I thought I might pop on my Etsy shop. But I've not done anything while this is all happening. It's just been too much to worry about, you know, do I, don't I, and all that sort of stuff. So no, we won't worry. We'll just play and then worry about the shop later. That's pretty, isn't it? Okay, so we've got that. Where's my bone folder? I'll just put that down the centre because the glue's yeah. Lovely. I'll just stop and I will, no I won't, yes I will, I'll sew around the edges. Okay, I'm back again. It's been a little while and I've done a bit to the folio, so I'll show you that in a second. I'm just doing a couple of little tags. I backed them on some of my paper that I sprayed with my vintage photo mixture, and what I did, I cut out the little, there was 2 little circles on this little piece here, so I've just cut that out. I'm just going to punch that little hole out just to get rid of the white more than anything, and then I'll stick it on this little piece of muslin. So I apologise for doing a bit more, but I was waiting for a phone call. This lady was ringing me back about our little puppy we're looking at, and she hasn't rung yet. So that's probably 3 hours ago. So, and she said her hair only took a little while to dry. So anyway, not to worry. I'll wait, and if I have to stop again, I'll do that. So I've just popped that on there. Now I've got a pin, and it's one of these that hasn't got the coil at the bottom, so I'm just going to pop that through. It's all ratty and tatty and frayed and bits, so I just pop that on that little one and the big one, and I think that just looks a little bit cute. Yeah, so bit of a hodgepodge one today, I'm sorry, but you'll get the idea of it all. I just realised there was 27 minutes of me just covering up that the folder, so that's a bit to go through on its own. So we'll pop that there, and I can't do all that fast forwarding yet, so I'll get there one day. And there's another little one. Okay, so I've got 2 of those. Okay, let me show you what I did, because I was sewing around the edges. So I sewed around the edges. So That's all sewn around with a zigzag stitch. I put some some washi tape down the spine. Okay, sewed around inside. Now I decided to pop this bit of elastic on the middle, and I've just put 5 pieces of my different tea-dyed papers, and then put one of the book pages over that. This flap goes back, and I was looking through my box and I found these little coin envelopes. So what I did was just put the flap on there, and I wanted to cover it, so I had the little medallions of the butterflies. Then I took one of the it was a file folder like this. So I took that and cut the top off, then I stitched that on and stitched around, and then stuck it on 3 sides to the pocket. So it'll open like that. And if those who know me know that I always like to just put 3 sides. Now you could glue this part down here and have another tuck in the top of the pocket. I thought about that. Then this one is a little flip out, so you've still got all your writing space. You've got some muslin there or calico. It's a real thin calico. This is one of the pieces that I my book page that I covered over, and I just popped a little tag in there. I just popped an eyelet in and just tied sari silk on there, and then I did the same on the other side. Same little deal, flips open, and then you've got your bit there. So I think that's a good little happy mail. On the front, I've been tossing up with what to put on it, and I think I will go with what do I do? Catalogue fungi, I think. Yep. These little flip envelopes, I've also been contemplating just having them over the top like that with a paper clip like that. These I'm going to pop in here with this one, so you've sort of got half of it hanging out and half in, so you've got the big tag in and the little tag hanging out the side. And then I think these would look nice. I haven't covered them, enclosed them, so they can, oh my god, they could be written on and then sealed up, or something popped in there and then sealed up. Okay, so this might just be a happy mail at some stage. I've got lots of a couple of groups that I do happy mail, or like a prize for art medium and a mystery challenge that I do. So always looking for little gifts to pop in the post. So I think that'll look nice. So we'll pop that on. Like I said, I'm sorry that I've basically done a lot without you guys, but you get the idea of what it was. It was just a piece of book page that I'd folded up and then covered and decorated. Now, like that. Now what I'm going to use, which I haven't used for a long time, if I can find them, I'll just pause again. I won't be too long and I'll get them. Okay, back again. So I'm just looking at, now some of these were, yeah, these are the drops. So perhaps the, or do I put a, that's stickles. Haven't used these for that long, they may not even work. I reckon that one, hey. Let's see if they work. You buy all these things and forget you've got them. Well, I do. Now, Deb uses these quite a lot in string and scissors. No, not Deb, sorry, Deb, if you watch. Pam from The Outpost. And she goes up and down, up and down. Down, or is it down and up, down and up? So, yep. Okay. So we've got it. And we've just got to hope it works. So we'll go down and up. Let's see if you can. Down. Ooh. Now it's not going to come out. Blow me down. I think that one might be too. That's going to be too thick. When things go wrong, they go very, very wrong. Let's see. Down. Perhaps I'm coming up too quick. I can never get these right. No, look at that. Useless, hopeless. Whoever gets this will see the imperfections. A couple of them look all right. If I can. I'll leave it. Oh, it looks a bit tone. Yeah, the colours do tone in, so it just looks like there's two there. Oh, that's better. Okay, so I'll let that dry. So that's the little booklet, and these little bits and pieces, I'll find somewhere to pop them in there when it does go off to its new home. There'll be that's a little envelope with it, with the bits and pieces in there. Now, if I can open that, I was thinking that these, they may just fit right behind there. And yep, they should stay in there enough. And then there was a few over here. So you could really jam it full if you wanted to. So that can come up. And then we'll pop those behind there. I think that's cute. And when it's, I'll find a little place for these bits here to go in as well. And then we will do, once it's all, I lost the end of this. There it is. Oop, got it. Got it. Okay. I thought we could just do something like that. And I might just look for perhaps a couple of little charms, or just leave it like that. Okay, so that's the little folder. Use it for happy mail. Like I said, you could also fill it up with little bits and pieces for your Etsy shop. It does look quite cute. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll catch you next time. So until then, happy crafting and bye for now.